Lifestyles. And I'm Frank because I have to be. We're in studio today with a gentleman who goes by the name of Badboy. He runs the website www.badboylifestyles, one word with an S.com. He was one of the few gurus who got a standing ovation at the Cliffs List Convention 2006. His video demonstration at that conference was beyond believable. It was really well done on the art of approaching. He is also the #1 guru in Europe. We've been talking about international game, and when we last left, Badboy, we were talking about calibration within dominance. This is so key. I would like to explore this a little bit more with you, because so many guys who are studying seduction, who are studying dating, are going out there thinking, I have to be dominant, and they're so dominant all the time, they're hurting women. They're not making these women feel good. You talked about calibration within dominance. How do you know what to calibrate for when you're dealing with a woman? Is it based on her looks? Is it based on her body language? Is it based on some sort of an energy you pick up from her? How do you know when you need to be more dominant and when you need to be less dominant?
Okay, this is an excellent question. I think this is one of the core. Actually, it is a core of a pickup and being successful, not with girls, but with people in general. Okay, so what do you need? This is skill. Actually, if you need one skill to get girls, with all techniques, it is basically this emotional intelligence. Knowing how she feels. This is the key of pickup. Because if you know how she feels, and that's something you must practice, that's something you're not going to get from books, tapes, or sitting in front of a computer reading things. You're not going to get it. This is something you're going to get actually with talking with parents, mother, friends, and all other people, and pushing them to different emotions. And then like observing how do they feel and how do they behave in different emotions. For example, my brother was pissed yesterday on me for some stupid reason. I just calm him down. So I know next time I push him into piss mode, he's going to start yelling and throwing things around. Okay, I mean, beautiful piece of knowledge for me. Beautiful piece of knowledge. I know how my mother behaves or what she tells when she's relaxed, happy, whatever, I don't know, pissed off, insecure. Same thing for my girlfriend, same thing for my friends, and same thing for all other girls in a club. So actually, you know how far you can go. So actually, there is let's say, if you take a look, her comfort level. Comfort level is actually something that has a roof and a floor, okay? Ceiling and a floor. It's like, let's say, it's like, I don't know, 2-3 meters high. This space that you can do things inside her comfort zone. So if this zone is like a 3 meters tall, you know that you can be dominant only 3 meters, and above 3 meters, you're gonna become aggressive, and aggressive is gonna, of course, cause resistance. So basically, when you do things, if you're just like too dominant and you don't calibrate the dominance, you're going to become an idiot. You're going to hurt them and you're going to scare them. They're going to run away from you. So it's okay to basically, dominance starts from you. Of course, you're dominant, but then you calibrate with a smile on your face. You calibrate the touch. You calibrate what you say, how do you behave, but her reactions. What to look for? Of course, look at her body language. Her face, does she smiles, eyes, how does she behaves. So if you see you're pushing too far, stop. It means you did like too rough, you did like too aggressively. Calm down, don't use force. Instead of start achieving things, but not using force. You can still be dominant, but you don't have to use force. Because whenever you use force, you will always get resistance back. So you use force too, you'll get resistance too back from her. So you must be very, very gentle. I mean, not gentle, but be careful with being dominant. Dominance is something that goes like from 1 to 10. Above 10, it's aggressive. So every girl, of course, is going to be a little bit different. Why a little bit different? Because every girl is different. Depends from her childhood, how her parents been treating her. It also depends, was the father, was the father like the man, the head of the house, or it was the mother. So take a look, if she in her childhood had father who was very strong, dominant, of course she's going to search for this kind of guy in the future to protect her. Make sense?
What happens if she has a father who was not dominant, if she grew up in a house where the mother was dominant?
Exactly. She will still want the guy who was dominant, but then you just be a little bit, not so crazy dominant, but you calibrate. Of course, you don't know when you approach a girl in a club what kind of history she had, what was first boyfriend, and first boyfriend. That's a very interesting topic. First boyfriend sets a lot for what she's going to search in her life,
So
as much as probably previous boyfriend as well. So, for example, if previous boyfriend was boring, okay, weak, kind of boring, and just like a hometown, or like, I don't know, homeboy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She's going to search for someone who is more like a crazy, more dominant, more adventure for her next boyfriend. So always you need to calibrate by her response. Of course, when you come to the club, you don't know those things. You don't know how her boyfriend was, first boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, parents, childhood. You don't know what happened. Everything you have is this girl in front of you and the reactions she's giving you.